So, I'm just going to say this. This video is going to make quite a few people angry. Probably the majority of people that are going to watch this a bit angry. And they're probably going to call me names. They're probably going to call me a traitor. They're probably going to call me un-American. They're probably going to call me this, that, and the other. And I'm not going to care, because in the end, I think I'm going to be right when this Captain America thing, when when it's all said and done after this run is over. I think I'm going to look back at this and say, you know what, I was right by sticking by this, because I saw the hints that were there in the first issue. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't think Captain America is Hydra. Now, a lot of people say that he, of course, the end of the first book of Steve Rogers' Captain America, saw that big reveal with that, he's hailing Hydra, but was he really? I mean, let's look at the book in context. The last couple pages, there's a few panels that you could tell that when he was looking at Rick Flag, and he was telling him, you shouldn't be here. And, Rick Flag was like, oh, it doesn't matter. It's all good, because, I can tell a really good Captain America story. And Captain America throws him out the window. Before he does that, though, he kind of gives this look like, I don't really want to do this to this guy, but, he leaves me no choice. So he threw him out the window, or out the plane door. And after that, that's when we get the reveal that he said "Hail Hydra" and stuff like that. That, to me, tells me that he's going undercover. That he's going to destroy Hydra from the inside out, much like how Hydra did that in Captain America: Civil War. So I am absolutely loving this direction that this book is going in. I think it's great. It's gonna be an awesome run. I think it's gonna be one of the best runs that Captain America has had in recent years. I don't know if it's gonna be anything like Ed Brubaker's run. Ed Brubaker's run was legendary. Those Omnis, that Omni collection that was collected. It's one of the most sought after books, in the collected edition world. They're just the first three are just so sought after. It's crazy, because they're so, it's just such a good series. So one of those stories, one of those storylines in those books is when Bucky goes and wields the shields. Now, if you remember, there was a lot of apprehension to have Bucky be Captain America, and that actually turned out to be a really good run. It's a lot of people are actually rooting and speculating that Bucky might be the new Captain America for the MCU that comes out. Sebastian Shaw to be the new Captain America, be Bucky Cap. And a lot of people are wanting that. A lot of people are clamoring for that. And a lot of people want that to happen. But you remember, like I said, there's a lot of people that were apprehensive about it. And this leads me to what I want to talk about. Is that fans, I use the term loosely, because a lot of, fans of the medium know that, change, there needs to be change. The change is always constant in comics, because sort of keep things fresh and stuff like that. We saw that in Jason Aaron's Thor run. That Thor Odinson was no longer able to wield Mjolnir, and now that we see that Jane Foster is now wielding Mjolnir, and people got crazy over that. They overreacted with that, and now people are like, "Oh, it's a great run," and Jason Aaron's Thor is hitting on all cylinders, and it's just, people love it. But people were so apprehensive about it. They could not accept the change of having their character different from what they were used to. It's just crazy how people got so apprehensive about it. Another great run was Dan Slott's Superior Spider-Man run. I mean, people were calling death threats on Dan Slott. Like, how could you? And you're gonna ruin the character of Spider-Man, even though Joe Quesada, with his one more day thing and stuff like that, and marriages don't work, and it's magic, and this and that. That ruined the character of Spider-Man, but to a lot of people that's okay. But having Doc Ock, be Spider-Man for a while, it's gonna ruin the character. And then that ended up being one of the that run ended up being one of the most entertaining Spider-Man stories of all time, in my opinion. It was a great run. It brought new light into it, a new fresh start for Peter, and a great start for Peter, and it just it's a really great series. I really enjoyed that run that Stan Slott did, and made me love Spider-Man all over again. So yeah, it's all this overreacting over Cap, supposedly going to Hydra, even though, like I said, there's a lot of evidence to support that he's going undercover. It's just really, really sad to see that people who don't read the books are making such a big statement, that they're trying to make this into a political thing, that they're trying to make this into their thing, and it's not their thing to put on a pedestal. It's Nick Spencer's thing. It's his thing, and he deserves that credit, that he's taken a bold new direction for Captain America, that he's more than just a soldier, he's more than just a good guy, that he's willing to do whatever it takes to make sure that the country is safe, and even if that means going undercover and going in from the inside out to destroy something that's gonna harm the country that he loves, which is America, and the world, then that's what he's got to do. And that's what I see this as. I see this as Captain America going places that he's not comfortable with, but doing whatever it takes to make sure that the mission is done. And this is what I'm seeing from this. And I'm really thinking that this is going to be a great run. So that's my thoughts. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. And I'll be doing a video about Rebirth, which is going to be awesome. So take care, guys. I'll talk to you guys soon. And guys, just remember, change is good. Change is really good.